I hope you can hear us.
Yeah.
It's a little loud today.
Yeah.
And with masks on, everything is a little more difficult.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Long time. Do we have anybody with us? This is Echo. And
This is Mikhail.
yeah. And today, this is like the big event. These two big events in Chongqing. Yeah. The 2021 China SCO Internet, now Digital Economy, the Industrial Forum,
Yes.
and the Smart China Expo.
All
right?
in one.
Yeah. So we do this live stream to just show you this whole events, these forums, and basically these main content of it today is about the expo, right?
Yep.
And if you wanna to understand, get to know these trends, these new tech, these innovative technologies and achievements in the cooperation fruits between Chongqing and the world, you gotta stay tuned with us.
Yeah,
okay.
This is a great place to do it because all of these things are going to be on display in this exhibition hall or in the exhibition center over the next couple of days. You have everything from smart manufacturing to smart tourism to smart logistics, digital economy. Everything is here in one place. Over the next 3 days, it's going to be a lot to explore.
Yeah, and in this year's Smart China Expo, the theme is the industrial internet.
Yes.
So today we are going to show you how the industrial internet helped Chongqing to develop the how to say this, the economy.
Yep.
The how to say this, the whole level of the upgrading of the city, I think.
Yeah, the whole city is being upgraded because of the possibilities that are now available to us through the industrial internet, 5G and all these new technologies that are coming through and are emerging in recent years. All this is helping to boost not only Chongqing as a city, but also as an industrial hub, attracting more investments. It's just overall, all good stuff.
Yeah, so shall we go into the central hall?
Let's do it.
Check the most important content today, okay?
Let's go.
Do we have any friends that with us?
Is anyone here?
Yeah. So why are you waving? She's waving, so cute.
The screen is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. And I think this is my first time to do this at Smart.
What's your first time at the Smart China Expo?
Yeah.
I'm like an old veteran at this point. This is my third.
So what's the most interest you this time?
I think a lot of people like myself, but I think maybe even like you, when they first hear the term Smart China Expo, they might think it's a little bit like CES in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Big screen TVs, gaming consoles, all this stuff. But it's a little bit more industrial in nature. But once you get to see everything that we're capable of doing, you get to see the technology and how it has advanced. I think that's what's interesting. For many people, I feel like you're just looking at robots. What you have to think about is what is that these robots can now do?
Mm-hmm.
How do they help us? How do they make our lives easier? How are all these things already happening? It's just helping our lives get interesting, but we just haven't noticed yet.
你好，我们是媒体直播的，我想问一下 ，So we are basically asking what is the main theme of this area？ 就是我记得你们展示的这个，我昨天有采访过，是一个你们是生产硬件的，对吗？
硬件和底层的软件平台。
是供应于什么样的服务呢？
主要是 HPC 还有人工智能，就是高性能计算和人工智能。这个展台是高性能计算和人工智能，其他展台还有一些智慧城市、一个解决方案的一些展台。
So they were like the manufacturers who produce the hardware facilities for the AI, for the intelligence industry.
Yeah. So for those of you who may not know, AI means artificial intelligence, which is basically a computer program designed to learn and make decisions on its own. But AI is mostly software, but you still need hardware to run this. So you still need to have powerful computers and servers that do all the sort of computational calculations and stuff.
所以这次你们的一个重点就是在展示这些我们的一个硬件的平台，对吗？
这边是我们的硬件平台，后边还有我们的一些边缘计算，就是我们的车载平台、车载的 AI 计算平台。
这个可以体验吗？
这个可以，就是 双手放上去之后，就会看到我们的一个元脑的一个解决方案，包括我们的一个合作伙伴，还有我们底层的硬件的一些底层的知识。
Like a solution system. 所以这个元脑是指什么？
元脑是因为我们的主要精力是在硬件和底层的基础架构，但是上层你如果服务于各个行业的话，会有相应的专业的软件或者是算法。这个时候我们会找一些合作伙伴进来，比如说医院，那可能算法能力比较弱，这个时候我们提供底层硬件和底层的平台，然后比如说由一些合作伙伴、一些科技公司来提供元脑的算法，就是针对医疗的。后来提供给医院整套的一个
所以这个更多的是针对医疗系统的。
不是，各个行业其实都有，像一些气象领域都会有一些。
元脑，说你们这个有英文的一个正式的名字吗？元脑世界。Brain, membrane. So it's like basically it's like a system who support the medical the how to say this intelligence medical system. Yeah, but I'm not sure I get the
it's complicated stuff.
Accurate.
Like artificial intelligence is not super easy to explain because it's something that it's basically a computer brain, isn't it? It's trying to learn how to do things and trying to learn how to make decisions based on what it's seeing or sensing. A little bit like what we do every day, but it's just our brain is much more complicated. And what a computer can do is a little bit more limited in scope.
Yeah.
As we progress and as we make things more powerful, the computer can start to learn what it is that we're doing. It's scary at the same time. I think you've seen iRobot, right?
Yeah, I love the movie.
We have someone from Auckland, New Zealand saying hello to us. Hello back.
Hi everyone. We have our guide, Roja, our professional photographer.
One of our friends hanging out with us.
Okay, so I think we can tour around and after that we can head into the Chongqing
I noticed
area.
That. I think they have some of the digital currency.
Okay. Is it Alibaba?
The bank from here has it.
Oh.
Just a digital form that runs on some of the similar technology. And the thing about digital currencies running on blockchain and this stuff is that all the transaction records are public. They're not shared in a single place, but everything is available to everyone, and so that you can always track ownership of something and track transactions, which does a lot for helping with transparency and sort of efficiency because everything is publicly available.
So the banks in China, they were offering this kind of service and the digital currencies right now.
I think it's slowly rolling out. I think there are some instances. You could argue that China already has digital currency, doing everything on your phone nowadays. But that is still linked to the physical money that you have. But in the future, I think everything is going to turn into money is no longer going to be a physical thing you hold in your hand. It's going to be a digital unit with a value attached to it. And once that transformation is complete, then you have a digital currency.
So can we check this place? 请问一下，这个是一个什么东西啊？
这是我们建行的一个数字人民币的自助咖啡机，可以通过我们数字人民币的支付1分钱和咖啡。
哦，那这个数字人民币是怎么发行呢？它是怎么发行呢？这个数字人民币？
就是我们央行发行的呀。
哦，就是已经发行了。
通过现在这个钱包的话，就可以在我们开通了数字人民币钱包的一个商家进行一个使用。
哦。So basically, it's just a coffee station.
Coffee station.
Yeah, you pay this by the e-CNY.
Yeah. So this is an example of just again using digital currency. It's similar. When you think about it, it's not much different from using WeChat to pay for something.
Yeah.
It's the full upgraded version of that.
Yeah.
Next level, so to speak.
Okay. We go. I think we have something to show to our fans in the Alibaba because they play some scenarios about the living environment. Yeah, under the help of their technologies.英文直播的，我昨天有看到你们那个的这个 this one the locker 啊，你跟我们介绍一下这个的区别吧。这个跟一般的那个存柜它有什么区别？
是这样的，现在大家常见的柜子，大部分还是这个快递柜，对不对
？Yeah，
放包裹为主的
，Yeah，
对吧？但是快递柜其实它有它的自己的，它的要求其实没有那么高。但是因为这个是专门放食品、外卖食品的，那从食品而言，它的英文
啊，对，我就是这个老师。
对，它不管是消毒还是各方面，它是有专门的自己的要求的，这是第一。第二呢，食品是不会和快递放到一起的。快递你的里边的东西，你也不知道里边是放的什么东西。所以食品是专门的柜子，这是第一个区别。那第二个区别呢是，这个柜子呢，实际上除了饿了么之外，就其他的外卖平台也可以用。它更多的其实还是去解决不能立即取餐以及疫情期间的无接触的这个。特别是去年疫情期间，像很多，包括这段时间很多封闭的小区，他们都通过这个方式来去解决。这个像以前大家铺到桌面上又很脏，对吧？然后又暴露出来，那它这个柜子没有暴露出来，在卫生方面，然后得到一个保障。它这个中间有这个隔热层，这个外卖放到里边也不会那么快的去冷。
So it keeps the food warm.
So this is basically a delivery box food that also facilitates
delivery spot without contact.
Yeah, so contactless delivery system.
Auto delivery spot. Yeah. You know, for the prevention of COVID-19.
Yeah.
It can the delivers can put the food or the things inside this, and they can go to do other business. Yeah. And the people who want the things or food can take food themselves without contact.
When it's convenient.
And this machine is open to all platforms, not only but also Meituan.
Yeah.
And you can use different apps to open the door and get it. Yeah.
It also just saves a lot of time because right now the delivery guys either have to make it all the way up to your apartment and wait for you to open the door. But if they can just go to your community and drop this in and get moving, they can deliver all the food.
Yeah, it is not only put in some malls and the shopping market, but also students, apartments, and university
communities.
And, and like some how to say the business buildings.
Yeah,
some offices.
It's a food delivery version of what we already have.
Not only food, So other stuff,
right?
Other stuff, things, and different kind of just the size. It is depending on the size. Yeah.
That's gonna help speed things up.
And you know, this part and this part. And you are a retailer or a seller, you want to make your business more modern and more connected to the internet. You know, and with this machine, when it's connected to Wi-Fi, you can take the weight automatically, and you can.
So I'm just ordering the food, right? So this system is for the restaurant runners, to make this to upgrading their how to say this, their service.
What are you buying?
No, it's the system for the restaurant. So 这是什么呀？可以呀。Yeah. But
it is
what is it?
Desktop, elastic desktop. Yeah.
Okay.
In the past, we used to have the computer, a big box here, and the storage and the computing inside it. But with this machine, its size is just like a card. You know that?
Yeah. So it's a computer.
Yeah, the size is just like a car.
So it's a computer.
And you get rid of the big box here. It is a computer. And when it is connected to Wi-Fi, you can put your computing and storage just in the cloud.
Wow.
And you can just have this here. If you want better function, you can choose a higher price. And if you want to, and you can choose the price. It is dependent on your need. Yeah, on your need.
So this is a computer.
And it is very, very secure because you can take it in your pocket when you leave the office. Yeah. It is a new way of using computing, cloud computing, and computers.
So basically, your computer is no longer on the desk with you.
To connect with
entirely online.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is mainly developed by Alibaba. You know, in the Double 11 last year, this is the highest function of this part. It is supported by this server. All the cloud computing is supported by this kind of server. It is independent. It is developed by Alibaba.
Thank you. Wow.
Cloud computing is something that has been very much on the rise in recent years because it allows you to do powerful stuff even if you have a fairly modest computer at home. They've actually done this with computer games recently where you can buy access to like a powerful gaming computer online. You can play on that. It just sends the video feed back to you. So you can play on your phone, on an old laptop. You can play the newest games in the highest resolution. So you just pay a monthly fee for access to a server computer, basically.
Do you know the new game released? Not released, but it's produced by Chinese people. It's called the Black Myth Wukong.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's kind of trendy.
It's developed by a very small team, isn't it? Almost by himself.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, very beautiful images in their works.
Well, if that's not a reason to play it, then I don't know what is. I still haven't played that Hitman game, 6 Days in Chongqing either. So many games.
So, what is this? Oh, I heard that Chang'an Auto just brought their self-driving technologies, but I'm not. Oh, this is the. Yeah. So.
I interviewed with the general manager of the Chang'an software company the other day. And one of the things he talked about was how when you buy an electric car like this, when you leave the dealership, the connection with the dealer sort of stops there because you got your product and you're leaving. They're working very hard on sort of keeping in touch with their customers after they sell the car.
Wow.
So that they keep upgrading based on your experience and keep upgrading the software all the time. And all the rage now is about self-driving cars and how the car can do most of the stuff on its own. Right? Soon, driving a car will be like playing a game on the computer.
So, did they have some of these self-driving cars in the LIVE① competition? From Chang'an?
Yeah, I think
Chang'an is one of the companies that are always
good job.
Yeah, they always do really well.
I think they focus on the auto self-driving technology.
Chang'an is like a traditional vehicle companies in Chongqing, based in Chongqing, but now it is transforming and upgrading their technologies.
They've also gotten a very good reputation recently.
Yeah.
I think in the very beginning, when Chinese car manufacturing was still new, people were still sort of like,
Wow. So for this, 哦 ，so it's like.
Security。
请问这个是什么展示区啊？
哎，你好，我们是那个360公司的，就是我们是做企业安全的。
哦。
哎。
So it's a brand, it's an intensive that service the security system for these enterprises.
然后现在我们可以看到我们的态势感知平台那个地方，你有报警了。
所以这个是一个可视化的一个系统吗？
它是这样的哈，简单介绍一下，这是模拟的一个就是汽车生产组装的一个工厂。
哦 ，so it's like a manufacturing produces cars, vehicles.
我们现在模拟的一个黑客攻击了这个工厂，让这个工厂已经停摆了，不工作了。
哦 ，so it's like a model for. Under the condition of the hacker who attack the system, but the security system is for protection, right?
可以看到这边就是它有一个告警，就我们的态势感知系统有一个告警，就可以看到。然后我现在来模拟整个就是我们恢复攻击。
So that was like a monitor screen.
Yeah.
然后现在我们态势感知系统这上面也有告知信息，就是表示它已经恢复了。现在整个系统就已经恢复了，这个机器也开始运转了。它其实这个讲的就是现在有很多黑客，它可以攻击我们国内的关键信息基础设施，比如说水厂、电厂、气厂这种地方哈，比如说这种汽车组装厂，一旦攻击进来之后，那么它就可以打断我们的生产，比如说我们就用不了水、用不了电了。所以说我们现在要做的就是要避免这些攻击者能够攻击到我们的关键信息基础设施里面，因为现在习大大也说了嘛，没有网络安全就没有国家安全，我们现在做的就是这一块。
So it's an internet security system for these manufacturers. Okay.
That's also one area that is getting more and more important because as everything switches to be
on the internet
and cloud computing, it also means that if you can get access to it, if you can get access in one place, you have access to everything.
So these whole areas is about these achievements and the innovative development of this industrial internet, especially in Chongqing, including this. Oh, I know this one. I think this one is from Liangjiang new area.
The sub companies of Jili.
Wow. I don't know what exactly they are doing, but I just know they are doing great.
线边对一个地方，那么每一个堆放的地方，我们认为它都是一个库，可能你不管交通，但是它你要管理它有多少件，那每一个库和库之间都有。
The monitoring systems. Do we need to head over to the...
Yeah, SCO. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I think this area is more abstract.
Some of the technology is a little hard to define and see, but it's also plain people like us will rarely see many of these things in motion because so much of it is industrial based.
Yeah. This Humi network and Giga, they are like those very, very important enterprises of industrial internet in Chongqing. Come on. Hey guys. Now we're heading to the N2 exhibition hall where the China SCO Digital Economy Industry Forum is.
Some nice collaborative work.
Yeah. 可以走我们前面。Hi everyone. Do we have any comments? Okay. How many audience do we have right now? Wow.
Most people are at work.
But I'm glad some people are with us, right? If we have, I would be more glad if we have some familiar face, familiar ID. Because we haven't done this live stream like a month. Yeah.
If you are a real person, leave a comment right now.
Soon you'll find out about our AI.
Oh, an AI audience.
Hi everyone. Sorry for this kind of silent path because the path is kind of long, and we're heading to the other exhibition hall, the other pavilion, where the China-Shanghai Cooperation Organization Digital Economy Industrial Forum is.
At least the weather today is Chongqing has been so hot recently.
Yeah. Today is cool. The weather is cool.
Much better. Yesterday they had like a long snake tunnel. I guess that was just for moving stuff in and out.
Hi. So far, I didn't find something that really interests me.
I think it is again because most of it is so industrial related.
Yeah.
Not much of it is something that's going to make a difference in your life directly.
Yeah, because I want to find something that really impressed me. Just can show me these achievements about people's life, about how to promote
the delivery box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty of ordering way more often than I should.
Yeah.
When I could just be cooking at home, and I'm like, you know what? Nah, someone can do that for me.
And the function of the keep the food warm, that one is really cool.
But also, I mean, even the community that I live in now, they don't allow delivery people to come into the community after 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So they can now just leave that downstairs and just go about their business. They don't have to wait for us to come down and take it.
Okay. So, guys, we're now in this pavilion for China SCO Digital Economy Cooperation. Here they display these achievements, the trending technologies between these member states, the observer states, the dialogue partners of this cooperation organization, right? So I think they are parts of it. And the most important part is one of these smart logistics systems.
Yes.
Okay.
Logistics is also something that we on our channel have been dealing a lot with.
Oh, yeah.
Many of our articles and stuff are related to this because it's one of China's biggest plans for the future.
Yeah. This one, I think this one is what I'm interested in. It's called the New International Land Sea Trade Corridor. Yeah. This is how and why Chongqing became the most important international logistic hub, right? Because Chongqing is like a mainland city.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have.
It's not traditionally a city that due to its location, it's not traditionally a city that would be a big industrial hub and send a lot of goods out. Somehow they made it work.
Yeah. 这个是已经开了吗？能帮我们开一下吗？这个已经开了是吗？
这个已经是开了的。
所以我看到昨天那个讲解，他是说我们这个是从这个陆运到海运的这个过程。
它这个指的是中国的一个新的出境的一个口岸，是在青州那边。因为我们的传统一个出境口岸的话是主要通过上海嘛，然后这个是我们的从西部近的港口。其实对于我们从地图上来看的话，您可以看到我们这个地图上离我们最近的话是在青州。就你整一个西部地区而言，最近的出口是在青州。所以对于青州而言的话，它是一个最古老，就是相当于是最落后的一个城市，对于中国的一个沿海区域是最落后的区域。所以现在国家在重点打造西部的最口岸，就是青州口岸。通过青州口岸把西部的货物集结从青州出去。那么在一个港口发育的程度上而言的话，青州港它和以前的上海港是有很大的差距的。所以它现在在打造的是一个青州的智能化码头，它以后建成了以后，它会比上海港的一个功能还更齐全，然后吞吐量的话会更高一些。
Wow. So they were building the intelligence and smart shore in Qingzhou. Yeah, it's like the 你说的是就是怎么样的一个？
它以前是最贫穷或者是最偏远的一个port。但是现在它会打造成为一个中国内陆城市最近的一个港口，
最近离省最近的
西部地区。
OK，
西部地区出海最近的一个港口。因为我们重庆到，如果说我们西部地区重庆到上海的话，大概是有1400多公里。对。但是那我们通过青州的话，只有1200多公里。
节省了200公里。
从时效上来说的话，我们重庆到上海的话，大概需要9天左右，对，9天左右。那我通过青州的话，我铁路只需要3到4天。
It's also many of these things, they don't sound like a lot for a single trip, but when it's every single trip, you're saving on time and distance.
Yes.
It's more efficient and faster, but also cheaper.
Yeah. She said this port is like the nearest one in rest of China. Yeah.
It shortens the transit time.
Yeah.
It only takes 3
to 4
days.
Yeah, whereas sending it to Shanghai took 8 or 9.
It by the railway.
Yeah.
所以这个的重要性对于重庆来说也是很重要的，对吧？对于我们的这个西部陆海通道这个。
目前的话，我们西部陆海新通道其实是一个整的一个大的概念。那我们现在这个公司做的一件事情就是，我们打造了一个新的通道 road， 打造了一个新的通道去连接西部，包括连接渝西。那我们有什么作用？除了对内陆城市而言，我可以通过我们这个通道到达海口，到达口岸，然后连接全球。那对于东盟国家而言，他们如果说比如越南的国家，他到欧洲去的话，他传统的是走水运，对吧？他走水运到达欧洲的话，大概是需要40多天到60天的样子。那现在如果说他通过铁路先通海运，比如说越南胡志明，他到达海运到达青州的话，他大概也是需要8到18天左右嘛，最长的时间8天左右，8到10天海运，8天左右。那我通过一个铁路的运输3到4天，就可以在重庆上新闻班列出去。那我整一个运输时效
10几天，
就是海运加铁路再加铁路的时效的话，是小于纯海运时间的。大概节约了的话有10天左右，最少是10天。
So the land and sea trade corridor saves time way better than the sea train corridor, right?
To put them together makes it much more efficient. And it sounds counterintuitive because you would think that putting everything in the same method of translation would be the simplest way to do it.
But it's not.
It's not always that way.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's not just about deciding, okay, so we want to take something and switch it from a boat to a train. But what they've also done is they've figured out a way to do it in an efficient manner. How can we process the largest amount of cargo in the shortest amount of time? That's no easy feat when you look at just the sheer number of containers that has to be moved around.
Yeah. So they still have the smart roadway to show us the roadway logistics in Chongqing. Chongqing highway transportation, then international logistics. 所以这个是到so located in Banan district， 是到哪些国家的呢？
中国的10国。
哦，
就是那个中南半岛，中国10国都可以。
哦，
全公路运输。
哦。
Whenever you don't have a train, you need this to push it the last bit away.
Is it the reason that we can eat really really cheap fruit or some import products?
Because logistics is not only about the bigger image, how does it get from country to country, but you also have to transport it from the logistics hub to the final consumer, and that's usually done by trucks. Those are the ones that deliver the goods to the actual shops and stores.
Yeah.
And so there has to be a dedicated network to them, which is also why there are many roads where trucks aren't allowed to drive, because we want to keep them outside of the city, and they're only allowed to come in and do the deliveries at certain times. And all that has to be managed as well. You often see in certain areas where you're getting onto the highway, you'll see the trucks waiting in line because they're only allowed to enter after a certain point.
Okay. So they have a system.
They have a system for when they can't drive.
Oh, that one. Can you see that? Yeah, I always like the models.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It looks like logo.
Yeah. It's better than logo. So.
Nothing is better than
Okay. So this is the water.
Shipping container companies is Danish.
The smart. How smart is it?
I think smart is a relative term. I think smart is the whole process of how the ships are operated, how they get into the ports, how they, as you can see in the video running behind us, how they find ways to utilize. This is from the Three Gorges Dam, isn't it? That's the ship.
这个是它那个显示的刚刚那个水闸那个是三峡吗？
三峡对。
哦 ，yeah。
传统的江运的话，它是通过三峡水闸和葛洲坝水闸，就去连接整个上海嘛。它三坝运输的话，就是目前我们等待过闸的时间大概是需要就是3天以上嘛。对，如果在修闸或者拥堵的情况下面的话，肯定这个时间更长，3到15天都有。
Wow.
There was an old system where the ships would come to the higher end and it would go down step by step. But now they made like an elevator where it's just one step that goes all the way down. If you take the cruise, the Three Gorges River cruise, you get to sail through that elevator.
现在三峡那边的话，三峡大闸的话，它现在有修一个新的东西，就是以前传统我们是通过走水闸嘛，现在我们修了一个类似于电梯一样的。
No, that's what he was talking about.
对呀。
然后呢？
它现在通过那个，如果是提升的话，它大概就是过一个水闸，大概就在4个小时左右。
Oh, so it only takes 4 hours to take the elevator. Wow. So, I think the three ways, waterway, the railway, and the roadway, 就是它3路对这来说 right? Yeah, and the airway.
铁路、公路、水。
But I think mostly the railway and the waterway.
Yeah, I think the railway has proven right now to be the solution in terms of efficiency and price.
Yeah, for Chongqing.
Yeah,
in the internet.
Stuff by airplane is supposed to be the fastest, but it's also very expensive.
Yeah, depends on the product. Depends on the industry. But these three ways, they helps to promote the economy and to help Chongqing to become the international logistic hub.
Because if it's easy to produce something and ship it out here, it means it's a good place to set up your business, which attracts more businesses and factories to come here, which in turn will then attract more. Because when you have a new business coming in, you need more power, you need more talent. So everything sort of helps build each other up.
Yeah, it's not easy for Chongqing. 这个是什么呀？是这个他们正在 they are repairing their system. Okay. Oh, so we have some it's called supply chain. I think we have some 仓储，怎么说？仓储 storages.
Yes.
Logistic storages.
So this is another thing that makes logistics so difficult. Is like, where do you put everything when it's not being transported from one place to another?
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps even more important than putting it down, so how do you find it again when you need it? How do you get the right box?
And how do you run your whole system without manpower?
Yeah. So, I mean, Amazon's been doing this for a while, right? Their warehouses are small robots that move everything around. You can take that and scale it up in a larger scale with shipping containers. Then you have a similar system.
Is that the reason made Amazon so rich?
It's one of the reasons why, because they found a way to make all this much more efficient and speedy. And because a robot might be a large investment of, but over time it's cheaper than having a person do it. It's faster too, more accurate. Because everything has a barcode, everything has a QR code that you can scan, so a computer always knows where everything is. And a computer generally doesn't put stuff in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Unlike me, I misplace stuff all the time.
So this place, they mainly displays, I think, the tourism products and
love myself a little bit. When was the last time you left the country?
Don't mention it. Stop, just stop. I think it's 2019.
Still closer than me. I haven't been outside since 2018. I celebrated my 30th birthday at home and I've been landlocked ever since.
So these are all member states.
All the SCO countries.
Yeah. They showcasing their specialties and products and their promo.
They have some absolutely stunning architecture.
Yeah.
As they close the workshops and furnish bazaar of Mushir.
I'm such a sucker for like old architecture and stuff.
Jewelry and traditional dresses and coverings is a heaven for artists and art lovers.
I've heard that some of their architectures were ruined by the war.
Yeah.
Right? Wow. Is this pottery?
Yeah, I guess.
It's not. It's more like a metal plate.
Yeah.
Delicate works.
From another country, when you come to Asia and you think, every time you hear of another country's name, like I hear of Thailand or Cambodia or something, for me it's always so far away because I'm envisioning the distance from my home country to that place. But when you're in China, everything's close by.
Yeah.
So I see Azerbaijan and I see Iran and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's so far away, I would never go there. And then I realize it's almost right next door.
Yeah, you can go there anytime. But not this year.
Not right now.
Yeah. 你好.
Anytime you want, just not right now.
好. So I've heard that they have a story about how the 中国铁路, how do we translate this? 中国中铁. Yeah, 英文名是啥呀？我看一下这里。
我也得看一下。
China Railway Engineering.
这个是工程装备公司。
哦。
它应该是前面那个 China.
Okay, it's just China Railway. So I heard that they have a story about how China Railway helps a country to build their first channel the railway channel. Yeah， 去哈萨克斯坦嘛，那个就是我记得这个上面有一个故事，就是在显示你们给是哈萨克斯坦修铁路那个吗？是那个国家吗？
这个我还不太清楚。
好的 ，OK。Yeah. Oh, okay. China is. 您好，欢迎来到。老师，我刚才问了，是那个哈萨克斯坦。谢谢。防控疫情人人有责，为了您和他人的健康，哇，进入场馆必须佩戴口罩。It's hang under the rail. Wow. And this China is like the third country in the world that developed this technology after Japan and Germany. 看一下时间。45分钟了吗？拍一下这些东西。Hi everyone. Do we have anybody with us? Do we have anybody saying hello? Hi. Selector. 下次像这种有人打招呼的也可以跟我们说。Hi everyone.
You're waving at everything and everyone.
Because I saw in our comments area somebody is saying hello to us and I missed them. And I should pronounce their ID. Yeah. Just to say hello to those friends. China-Europe International Rail Linkages.
I always thought it would be interesting to get a trip on the train that goes from Chongqing to Europe and just document the whole thing. We did an interview back in 2019 with a company from Singapore that helps with the customs part of the whole thing, because when you're traveling on the railway from China to Europe, you're going through several countries, and theoretically you would have to file customs for all your products. Wow. For each country that you enter into. But they developed a computer system where you can file all the customs declaration in one place and it's just cleared for the whole trip. Because that's another thing when you're doing something that involves so many countries with different procedures, different requirements. How do you mix all those up so you can take something from one place to another?
So Singaporeans have a lot of experience about this technology.
And Singapore is one of the main sort of components that are helping building many of these channels, because much of the trade goes through Singapore.
Oh. I think they have a pavilion here. Yes. In in 4.
这里是产业发展的高地，围绕产业链部署创新链，围绕创新链布局产业链，集高质高新产业。
So it's like a trade and economic multifunctional platform between Chongqing, Liangjiang new area, and China SCO. Oh, so 中新互通这个是不是就是新加坡跟中国合作的那个吗？
他在说那个上面的那个中兴互通的那个商业通道，中兴互联互通。
nobody is going to introduce for us. Oh.
Got dancing robots.
Because K-pop is the most trendy music, in the world. You know, they use this in some smart hotels right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time this year I went Shanghai and Beijing and Chengdu and every cities that I've been in, these hotels, they offer the service from the robot. I think Chongqing has that too.
There should be at least one hotel in Chongqing that has.
Yeah, they have.
I don't know if I want robots serving.
They are kind of they are kind of rude. Sometimes I went into the elevator with them. They won't speak with me. Yeah. Wanted to talk with them, but they.
I'm not your friend, peasant.
Yeah. Hi everyone. We are now in the Yuelai International Expo Center, doing a live stream about the 2021 China SCO Digital Economy Industry Forum and Smart China Expo. This area is the Pavilion of the China SCO. It's all about the smart logistics, smart tourism, smart manufacturing, right?
Logistics.
Yeah, smart logistics. So I think the most important and the most interesting part is the smart logistics.
Where we came in the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all interesting. It's all smart.
It's all smart.
But the most is interesting.
Yeah.
The most is smart.
I think it's for me it's sort of hard to find some specific scenarios in this area just to put me to understand how smart technologies that can help our life to help us to live better life.
I think when you realize how quickly you can purchase something that isn't made in your own country and have it delivered to your door, when you start thinking about how far away that product came and how quickly it arrived at your door, you start thinking about how is that possible? How does it get from the factory that made it to the airport, to the train station? And how did it get to your hands?
Yeah.
Because that's the process they're dealing with. How do they do that?
Yeah. That's interesting. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. This is the bus station being broadcast.
Yeah. So 5G plus culture heritage display. Okay. Oh, wow, it's like streaming.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you go to LIVE Smart Park, you can also, there is one that is a 360-degree camera that looks in all directions, and you can change what direction you want to look at.
Wow.
But this is also something that has gained a lot of interest in recent years because it's been so hard to travel. They're setting up these virtual tours where you can sort of travel and experience things without going there in person. It's not quite the same. But
they used that for the last year's Smart China Expo, right? I've heard that they have another display hall in LIVE Smart Park. Yeah, they built a very new and excellent hall to display and for these forums and meetings. Yeah, this is what we talked about Dazhou province. You can see on these and then the screen will show you. Yeah. Why isn't working? Why isn't working? Oh, you have to start from here. Try again.
I don't want to break it.
Okay. Okay. You know the black myth used this 1,000 hands Buddhas. Yeah, they create this in their game. And I think they create the, yeah. You know, 有一个宝顶，有一个是上面是三圣，旁边是菩萨，下面是那个众生的那个图是哪个图呀？不是卧佛。刘本尊。I like this one. It's kind of like an interaction system.
Yeah.
Right? It's simple but funny.
When I was still studying in college, one of the things that I was working towards, one of the things I thought that I would be doing was actually interactive displays like these, but for museums.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to try it because I hated going to museums as a child. I thought it was just looking at old stuff in cabinets and reading a sign. I wanted to find a way to make that experience more interesting and more interactive. Mm-hmm. And so stuff like this is what I thought I was going to be doing.
Especially for kids,
yes,
teenagers,
yeah,
to make them to love the museum.
When you're a child in school, your parents drag you off to a museum, or your teacher takes you to the National Museum, you're like, old stuff there.
But you should be grateful that in Europe, they will bring the kids, more kids and teenagers to the museum, and they have special areas for them.
Yeah.
Education.
They just need to find a way to make it more interesting.
So the Free Gorgeous Museum, they have that too right now. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's for this morning's live stream. You know,
many more to come.
Yeah, you know, we'll do this for a whole day today. Yeah, stick with me, okay? The next one is going to be Kai Wood and me. And maybe Mikhail will join us, maybe. And we will do...
Only if you leave 100 comments down below.
Yeah.
We want Mikhail.
Yeah, you know, Mikhail's fans, where are you guys? Where are you? So, stick around, okay? Don't go away.
Don't go away.
Like and share, okay? Stay tuned. Like and share. And don't forget to subscribe on our channel and follow our account. I know we haven't done this for a long time, but I don't...
Picking it up now by doing 4 in one day.
Yeah,
okay?
I think you won't forget us. Okay, I believe in you. See you later, guys. See you later. It's iChongqing.